So the Chicago Sky lost out by not having one of the biggest rivalries in the WNBA, by not having Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. However, now we have got, and oh, by the way, when it came down to it, Caitlin Clark never viewed this guy as a rival because she destroyed her. She destroyed them every single time. It did not matter. It didn't matter. Caitlin Clark destroyed the Chicago Sky. Do you know who actually is one of Caitlin Clark's biggest rivals? JC Sheldon. JC Sheldon and Caitlin Clark have hated each other since college. You guys don't understand. That Ohio State team despise. JC Sheldon, Cody McMahon, those players, they hated Caitlin Clark. They absolutely hate Caitlin Clark. And it's not even funny. It's not even funny. That is the true rival for Caitlin Clark. I remember making a video before the game happened where JC poked her in the eye. And by the way, I've heard nothing but good things about JC as a person. But this is just basketball rivalry. And I would never mind seeing JC Sheldon as a member of the Indiana Fever at some stage. Why? Because at the end of the day, she hustles almost as much as Lexi, albeit she is kind of almost a dangerous player. She's almost a dangerous player. She was diving people's knees last year, even when Caitlin wasn't on the floor, which is something that I hate seeing. I hate seeing that in basketball, diving at the knees. Those hustle players that dive at the knees is something that I just don't like to see, but I know some people love it. I am still on the petition of if you dive on a ball and you miss the ball and you get your opponent's leg, it should be minimum flagrant one. It's like getting hit diving at someone's knee should be the same as a hit to the head, where it's even if it's not intentional, if you end up going through someone, it has to be a minimum flagrant one to stop people recklessly diving at people's knees. But yeah, this is a big signing or big trade. And the Chicago Sky, look, everyone's saying this is the worst trade ever. Look, it just depends on how good the Sky are next season. It does, because the Sky have 2 2028 picks. If it turns out the Sky are on it, honestly, the Sky might be banking on the Dream going to shit. That's what it seems like. The Sky are fully banking on the Atlanta Dream imploding. And if it turns out the Atlanta Dream go to shit, then somehow it seems like it'll be the smartest thing to do. If the Atlanta Dream implode, then this trade is way smarter than people thought. It's just everyone just assumes the Sky are going to be shit. Everybody just assumes the Sky are going to be a really bad team, which is obviously where the pick being traded is the biggest disaster ever. The only thing I will say is that it's one of those things where if this is a top 8 pick, it's going to be a tough one. But I don't hate JC Sheldon. It's just basically, so JC Sheldon, what did they turn Aaliyah Edwards into? I think it was JC in a second. So they turned Aaliyah Edwards into the pick next year for what you call it. Next year's pick, what was it for the Aaliyah Edwards? JC Sheldon, was it a second round pick next year and then a 2028 pick, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, I don't hate it. And also, if you guys don't understand, for Chicago, it means that pick swap in 2027 is probably not going to convey. They have their own pick in 2027. Everybody talks about Chicago like they don't have their own pick next year. They do. They absolutely do. It's just if their pick is worse than the Mystics pick, it's not going to convey. Or it's not going to convey. So what's happening now is that the Sky aren't tanking. And the Mystics are going to have to go into full tank mode. The Mystics, I think, were trying to go for it. That was my theory, is that the Mystics were trying to go for it. Or the Mystics weren't trying to go for it. And that's why the GM got fired. The GM was like, you know what? Yeah, we can go for it. because the Sky are going to be bad. And they're probably like, no, we can't rely on the Sky being bad. But like the Sky starting five of, in day one of Skylar Diggins, JC Sheldon, Rakia Jackson, Azare and Camila Cardoso is probably an 8 seed. Like you're looking at an 8 seed-ish team. And I think they're going to get some decent wins with that team. Like that is a good team. So that is a mediocre team. So now the Mystics, if the Mystics want to get a good pick, they won too many games last year. So now they're in a situation where, oh shit, like they're probably not, like it was looking like a couple of days ago even, that the Sky were probably going to go and give the Mystics the number 1 overall pick, or at least give them good odds as the number 1 overall pick. And now it's the Mystics are going to have to almost use their own pick. They don't have the kind of luxury of having that pick swap with the Chicago Sky. And as much as this year's draft is one of the, like 2027 draft is big because of Juju, like Hidalgo, like they all have, I'm not going to say flaws, but there's downsides to all the top players outside of Juju. There's like one Paige or Caitlin level prospect. And if you're going to miss Juju, if you're going to miss out on Juju, like it is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah, it's this is quite a big one because you've got, first of all, you keep the rivalry with the Fever there. It means you might go and sell your tickets for those games that are in United Centre for Caitlin Clark. To be fair, you'll sell them anyway. But I think the Sky have a much more interesting team. And if you subtract the Angel fans, it's going to be it's going to be a much more competitive team. And everyone says, oh, it's going to be mediocrity. But like, I mean, one of the pick swaps was to get Angel Reese. And now, if it turns out the Atlanta Dream implode, because there is always a chance they implode. If they implode, this is smart. This is for people being like, oh, why did they not put a Dream pick in? This is the Sky betting on their team working out more than Atlanta's. And by the way, I think it's dumb. I think this is a dumb trade. But at least it shows the Sky believe in what they're doing, I guess. And to be honest, we will see the competency level of Jeff Pagliocca after this. Because I think it was hard to be a GM during the Angel Reese era. That being said, like, if you are the Sky, Jeff Pagliocca now has his team. If they're not winning, you fire him and he never gets another job in basketball. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this. The Sky signing Caitlin Clark's actual biggest rival is hilarious. Is absolutely hilarious. And those Sky games are still going to be cinema for us fans. Crash Out Arse and Skylar Diggins with JC Sheldon on the team. Those games are going to be cinema. So anyway, I will see you guys.